Yeah, we should be live. Might have to refresh or something. I'm showing we're live. All right, guys. So I got her all put together. Um, we did have a little, I guess, could been shipping. It would have probably had to hit really hard. Um, like I said on the box, I showed a little bruise here right on the axle on the box itself. So if it hit that hard to bend this rack over, would have been the only way because I didn't see any evidence on the box whatsoever. So that's my 2 cents on that. I don't know when and where it happened or, you know, what went on there. But I think we got it pretty well pried out. It looks pretty straight. I think it's maybe a little sideways. I still need to play with it a little bit. But what I did, because I seen others complaining about the rack, so it must be pretty common. And just a piece of this rubber that actually came in the package that they use, I just stuck that here to protect the frame. And a good old tire iron, any type of pry bar that you have, and I stuck it right in here up against that piece of rubber behind this bolt here and just pried it back into place. So, Lola, here. Come here, baby. She's still digging in that box. No, leave it. So, other than that, um, I guess the one and only other thing was just hardware that was missing. So, I had to scrounge up this bolt here that holds on this. Lola, trying to film. This here screw was missing. The only thing I found was the washer I showed you guys in the first video. So I just found something that was approximately the same size. It's got a Phillips head, and we had the washer, so it worked out. And I mean, there's quite a bit of adjusting on these fenders. They're flimsy plastic fenders, and this. And it's kind of probably a little more thicker than a coat hanger, but that's your support. So expected, but at least it has fenders. So to keep the rain and the mud and stuff off of you. But it was quite the challenge just messing with the fenders, and that rack kind of screwed the fender up a little bit in the back too. So we needed to do a little adjusting there. We got the headlight put on, and the fender goes through that. I actually put the headlight on and realized that the fender had to go through it, so I had to take that back apart. So we got our basket installed. It's got a little switch here that unlocks it so you can remove the basket. Basket has a little zipper in there that does not come with the bike. I believe they're like 35 bucks extra for the basket if you want that. I believe they also had a wire basket, also similar to this on the front, but it seemed like you had to relocate the headlight. And whew, sitting on the carpet there. Make sure the kickstand's flat. She's going to run away there. But you had to relocate the headlight to the basket. And I didn't like that because when you turn, I want the headlight to go with it. As you can see now, when you turn, the headlight moves with your steering. So the basket actually attaches, I believe, to the steering or to the handlebars, I assume, just like this one, the wire rack. So then the headlight gets relocated to that. So I don't know, whatever, wherever it mounted, it didn't spin, it seemed. Something I read or somewhere I got that information. So I wanted this one, and it's, removable, which is nice. So throw some stuff in the basket, and you can bring it into the house. So we got the battery all charged up. It did say the first charge takes quite some time because it needs to balance. So I would imagine that's the cells inside of a lithium battery. It's part of the what is it called? The BMS, the um, brain fart. Can't think of it, but it balances all the cells basically. So I'm sure that's basically what that was. So it takes a little extra time in the beginning for something to first be charged. Everything needs to balance out. The fun room. Well, thanks for your sub, my friend. We just got a new e-bike today. I did a live earlier today putting it all together, but we were stuck waiting on the battery to charge. So the battery's charged now. So I was going live again just to show the monitor. I did a little reading on it, and I believe we just hold this power button here and it should light up. There we go. So there's our monitor. Shows the temperature, which is nice. It is in Celsius, so I'll have to get in there and fix that. I know we just go up and down here, and these arrows here, you have up and down. Get focused there, up and down, and that will take us through our power assist. So there's 2. There should be 5 of them. So there's our max. So that'll be a pedal assist. I said power assist, but those are pedal assist motions that'll run, faster. So if somebody's riding it and they don't want to go very fast, they're scared of it, you can leave it down here in 1. And it should, yeah, there it goes down into 0. So in 0, it turns it completely off. So now it's just a normal pedal bike, which is a pretty cool feature as well. So we're showing, what do we see, 67 volts right now. This is a 60 volt system. So it actually has 7 extra volts in there, which is pretty incredible too. So this is a brand new, fresh charge, straight out of the box. So things are looking pretty good as far as that goes. I'm trying to think of anything else I wanted to go over, but I think that pretty much sums it up. The throttle is here. I'm not sure I showed that. It's on 0 now, so we can twist that. So we twist this here, and that gives us our throttle. Actually, that's doing something on the monitor there, changing the voltage. I'm showing throttle feature there on the bottom left. So that's all there is to that. There's your gear shift, just like a normal bike. And I'm going to have to go over the manual a little more to learn all the features on the monitor. But just talked to a buddy of mine. We just got finished texting, and I believe he will be out tomorrow, and he has an e-bike. So if he makes it, we will be doing a video tomorrow with us out hitting the trails and doing some e-biking. So till tomorrow, I guess that pretty much sums it up, guys, till we can take it for a ride. I'm probably just going to leave it in the first or default section, I guess, maybe the best way to describe it. But you can unlock these. Basically, they're shipped from the factory to do 20 miles per hour. And there's the stamp. It's a class 2, 750 watts and 20 miles per hour. but this can be unlocked to go to a class 3. And that hub motor back there is 1,000 watts instead of 750. If I had my hands free, I'd pick it up and spin it. Not sure. Yeah, I was looking there on the side if that said something, but it's probably on the bottom, of course. But that's 1,000 watt hub motor, guys. And it actually shows on this monitor once we get going. Actually, there it is on the bottom. There's our wattage. And I have heard people saying that they have seen that go over 2,000, like when you're pulling a hill or something like that. So it's a 1,000 watt normal motor, but it has a 2,000 watt peak. So this thing will boogie. I have seen other YouTube videos with this thing doing 35 miles an hour without pedaling. Of course, that depends on your weight, and you need to unlock it. So I don't plan on unlocking it. I'm just going to keep it at 20 miles per hour. Did read in the manual, guys, it's the warranty for this, as long as you don't unlock it. The entire bike is under warranty for 2 years besides the battery. The battery is under warranty for 1 year. So, rubber to rubber, as they say, bumper to bumper, but tire to tire, everything in between. 2 years under warranty, and that's, a pretty damn good warranty if you ask me. So, if you guys are interested in this, check out the last video. I did drop the link to the website, so you guys can go to the website right now. You can get the full suspension model, which is called the Freedom, and the Freedom is $200 discounted right now because they're on back order. So if you pre-order it before May 15th is when they're expected to be in and be shipped out. So don't quote me on the May 15th pre-ordering it. I'm not real sure on that, but they're expected to be in May 15th and be shipped out by then. So if you pre-order, you can get it for the same price that I paid for this one, which is $19.99. I did have to pay a couple extra $100 for shipping, but I'm clear out on the West Coast, guys. If you guys are back east or somewhere in Illinois, because that's pretty much where their office is, kind of in the Chicago area, I'm sure the shipping will be a lot cheaper. Or you could probably even pick it up. Actually, I have heard of people actually picking it up from the warehouse direct. So you wouldn't have to pay for any shipping at all. So far, very, very happy with the purchase. Everything went together as planned besides a little bit of hardware. We were missing a screw and a nut to hold the front fender on. And, we probably got some damage in shipping. But I think we straightened that out. Rack's pretty good. It's not quite level. I did notice that. I'm not so sure if it's supposed to be like that, or maybe they pre-assembled that part at the factory like that because the seat would have trouble going all the way down. With me, I have it elevated a few inches there, so it will actually shift forward, I believe, if we loosen up these nuts on the back side. This slides down this, so that would level this out, I believe. So they probably just put it together like that. Oh, I know something else I wanted to go over. I think it turned off. See, it turns off automatically too, guys. That's to save your battery. So we'll fire it back up. I want to check our lights to see if they work, because this is the first time. You're supposed to hold down the up button. I believe that's what it said. Yep, there we go. So there's our headlight. Pretty bright, I have to say. Let's kill the light for a second. That's not bad. little hard to tell in here, but not bad at all. I mean, you could definitely see out on the trails. We'll check it out maybe tomorrow if we ride that late. And here's our tail light. Not sure if that has a brake light or not. Yeah, it does. You can see it. I'm not sure if you guys can see it in the film, but there's one handle. Let's check the other. Yep, both handles are on the brake light. So pretty cool. Does not have blinkers. I know some of them are coming out now with blinkers, so maybe future models will come out with the blinker. And we just hold that up button again 3 seconds, and that turns your lights off. And the center button, we just hold that down to turn the monitor on, and hit that again to turn it off. Just do the opposite. Mr. Divine, how are you doing, brother? Well, you just about missed us. I just went over the light, the headlight, and a few little problems I had. This rack was a little bent, I think, from shipping. So I just stuck a tire iron here. Stuck a piece of rubber in here that it was packaged with. Stuck the tire iron up in here and just pried back and bent the tire back off. It was actually rubbing the tire here a little bit, this bar here. So we bent that back over a couple inches, and we're styling. And the only other problem I had was this screw here was missing. So I just went out to the shop and rounded up another screw. We got a Phillips head on that side. But they're plastic fenders, and you know, they're not much to speak of, but they'll keep, you know, the water off of you and keep the mud off of you. Very well pleased. Front suspension, you can turn it on and off. You can lock the suspension. Right there, we just opened it, so we got suspension now. And if you guys are ever throwing your bikes on a car carrier or something like that and tying them down with your straps, pro tip is to always lock that so your suspension isn't bouncing up and down when you're going down the road. So keep that in mind. But I really like the BMX handlebars. Something kind of unique with these guys also. Plenty of room to mount stuff up here. Lots of room here. The monitor's dead center right now, so I probably will shift this to one side and maybe get a mount up here for my phone, and I don't know, maybe a water bottle, some other things, you know, as we go along. But pretty happy with the handlebars. The BMX style handlebars were even nice on the BMXs. That's why they, you know, even myself when I was a kid used to do a lot of those freestyle tricks and stuff on BMX bikes. So really like the BMX style handlebars. The seat, I felt it earlier. It is soft. It's not bad, but I'm not going to give it a 10. I did set on it. It's better than most. I'd say maybe a 7. But, you know, some of these seats today are a -5, man. I don't even know how people sit on some of them. It's just like sitting on a cinder block. But it's not bad. I think I'll probably upgrade the seat. I have an extra seat out there that I purchased for another pedal bike that I have years ago, and that didn't work out, so I may see if that one fits on here. Or we'll just get one of those Cloud 9s or something similar. A lot of people are using the C9. It's written on the side C9. It stands for Cloud 9. So those are supposed to be really nice seats. So, all right, guys. I think that just about wraps it up. Tomorrow we're going to take it for a cruise, and I guess I'll try to figure out how I'm going to get you guys mounted to the handlebars. I'll probably just go live and we will cruise. I got a buddy coming over, hopefully, that will join us, and it'll be fun. So I'm thinking it'll definitely be in the afternoon hour. We had snow here today, so probably going to be a muddy mess either way, but hopefully that stuff dries up. So I would shoot for probably 1, 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So don't expect me early, and that's Pacific time. I'm out west. So tomorrow afternoon, 1, 2 o'clock or something, expect me to go live, and we will take this thing for a spin. Smash the like on the way out, guys. I sure appreciate you. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.